Well, hello, chat. It is time for another Super Metroid Map Rando Mentor Tournament. And guess what? We have a rematch. We have a tiebreaker race. FudgeFiddle versus Brother Main. Both players have gone 3-1 in their matches. And this is to decide who moves on to the hard, tricky bracket. We've got Wordsayer19 mentoring FudgeFiddle and Sacrajutes mentoring Brother Main. I'm being joined by Coldslayer on tracking and Mac Vanish on comms. How you doing, Mac?
Whoa, that's me. I am doing terrible. It's way too hot and humid. But hopefully I'll see some cool gameplay to chill out. Anyway, besides that, I was just now scrambling to find the bracket to see who actually won the initial... here we go. Group stage results. Who won the initial head-to-head here? It was... Let's see... Brother Main, FudgeFiddle. FudgeFiddle won in the medium normal seed.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be our favorite, but you never know, right? Hard Tricky is very different. It looks like
that's
there's
right. So, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just noticed that indeed the timer was running, so they're starting off in an item draft. The pick was let's start with the bans first. The ban was Varia by Fudge and Gravity by Brother Main. Then Brother Main took Morph and Fudge chose Speed. So initially I assumed, we're just gonna roll a seed, we're gonna jump down the first down door and run into Aqueduct, but it seems like Waterway is also a very sensible thing to find.
Oh, there's a... We're surrounded by heat and water, Mac.
Gotta go up the elevator. I think this is Torian? They have started in?
Yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, the difference here is that we've been running the round robin on medium normal, as you were saying, and we opted for the tiebreaker match to be done, since this is a tiebreaker to get into hard tricky, to be done on hard tricky.
Yes, sir. I don't know why we chose item draft. I guess because it is the most closest match to the default game mode. Also, both players running speed first into Invisible Bridge. Meanwhile, Fudge did take some damage, and now Brother Main taking damage.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a precarious situation they're in, because technically if you have a runway, going all the way to the bottom is in logic and hard. And also the pancake at the top, it expects you to take a hit if you go up and over, up until I think very hard, I remember Aussie saying. So, there's Puyo Pile, so there's their farm. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in hard that isn't in medium, simply either due to knowledge stuff, some tricks that are just, for example, crossroom tricks from, most importantly, dry into wet room tricks. A lot of them are not in medium. For example, think of right here, if this were Aqueduct, Fudge could just have taken the run speed he got from the dry room and use that to still get a spark in Aqueduct and be able to spark up either to the items, or if the runway at the start is long enough, to top left. But so far we haven't found Aqueduct yet, which I assume would be one of the first rooms they would find. But it seems they are mainly following the same path, choosing to go down the door below them first.
Yeah, this is interesting. They're both choosing the same direction to go, finding farm rooms one after the other. We just saw that was Tube, I think, over at Fudge's side.
Yes, so with speed it is possible to get back to the top left, but I don't believe speed alone is enough in hard logic to be able to do that. I see that they're both making... No? I would go right and peek the item. If it's missiles, I would abandon this for later, but if this were something valuable, like let's say a spring ball, power bombs, charge, just any old major, that's good info to have, because then you know with, let's say, bombs, high jump, ice. There's a lot of items that allow you to do this in hard logic to escape. Looks like Fudge might be going for a short charge here.
Yep, and Brother Main just clipped into the tube. I wonder, is that in hard logic, clipping into the tube to get to the rooms here?
It is possible, but it is out of logic, because technically this is dropping down a one-way. And I think the clip might itself just be hard logic, but if
Yeah,
power
but
bombs
now
were
we're
behind
trapped in
there, they
here.
wouldn't be logical power bombs to find, I believe. So the hard part about getting the spark here is you need to take damage and then have the drops be there so they don't respawn, so they don't interrupt your spark.
So brother just lost a lot of progress because there's no save point before getting the super missiles and getting all that down to the farm area
Honestly,
here.
I don't think he lost any progress at all, because the only thing he lost are these super missiles. Because the
Mm-hmm.
only thing they've done is explore. Yes, he has lost the progress towards beach. So if he wanted to go check out that down door, which might be something like the toilet or a down door into an elevator to connect maybe to Meridia or Brinstar below them, maybe even a Norfair. That's the only progress he lost. I think
Mm-hmm.
actually committing to this short charge after messing it up 4 or 5 times, I feel like this is just when you have to just kind of throw in the towel and just accept, okay, I messed up. Just let's pivot.
And then this jump that's in this farm room is not in logic with just speed, right?
No, this short charge is I think a very hard short charge. It's just out of hard. I think if
Mm-hmm.
there were if they could open the door and there was maybe 4 tiles there, enough to get like a stutter one tap, I think it. No, because you also need the extra space behind the farm. So it might just be logic to then start the charge here, get it in the next room over, and then run it back. But I'm not 200% certain about that. I just know that with just speed, I don't drop down here unless I have a clear game plan of I'm reverting or I know exactly what I'm going down for.
Sure. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, are they going to be wasting a bunch of time here trying to get this short charge to get back up to the upper right-hand corner?
Yeah, because honestly, with speed, you have a lower jump height, so you might just be able to damage boost from this guy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nicely done.
Very first try. Meanwhile, Brother Main has been on a whole adventure and reverted again back to start.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I would say Brother Main is now slightly behind because Fudge has a shorter run back to, I think, the logical place they need to go, which is the down door in Beach. But Brother Main does have the info advantage of whatever was up there. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking mostly at the spark. Or
Yeah,
the
same.
attempted spark.
I'll be honest and say same.
So Invisible Bridge is one of those rooms that is very... A PB locked door in Grapple Tutorial 3, I think. Okay. So basically a power bomb locked. Which makes sense. They have their morph, they have their super, so they need the power bomb. They need explosives and power bombs for yellow doors as general progression. So in the same room,
they're going the same
Brother Main,
direction now too.
Yep, very carefully. Brother Main has to be. These pancakes will kill him. I think they do 60 damage.
Yeah, that sounds about right with no suits.
Yep, and these crabs do 120, I believe, with no suits. So very careful. This is logic to do without suits, with basically just morph in medium as well. It's just one of those rooms, it's like a West Ocean kind of deal where the platforming is really difficult to not die or mess up.
Well, there's our first actual major of the seed, bombs.
Yep. So, difference from medium normal to hard, bomb jumping is logic. So, we just found our can fly. Space jump is completely optional, except for one thing, and that's the break free out of water. And maybe some blue suit shenanigans somewhere. I don't think so. I think that might be very hard. So Fudge might be checking if it is logical to drop down. It is logical to drop down if they can, because the in-room spark, which his brother Main is doing, tried the crumple jump failed. If this were a yellow door, he were to be soft locked because the gate's already down.
Yep.
But I think Fudge and Words basically looked at the map, saw they exhausted their options and had to do it. Did the same thing, Mr. Crumple Jump. It sucks so much if you get only the one block, because then the jump back becomes so much tighter. So more health for here in the Wreckship Shaft. With one block, it's way harder if you just have 2 health or 2 blocks to jump back from. Oh, here we have Meridia. That map over there looks either very Croc Speedway or Bubble Mountain shaped. That map and save all the way there.
So we got a bunch of places that we can go. We can go straight to the right, which is what Brother Main is doing. We can go down. We can go up. This is a hub.
There's so much to do. Honestly, I would indeed it's just peak doors. The map is too
Yep.
far away, and committing to a map run, I feel like is a bad play because it's so far away that you could get
Brother
halfway or
Main, don't
three-quarters
die.
there. Well, there's a
Oh,
save right there. They had a save right here. Ooh, Fudge barely, narrowly surviving the side upper room and gets rewarded with a heated room. Brother Main about to do the same. But as I was saying on the map play, it's so far away. It's faster to just peek a few doors because the major might just be right there. Or you might find rooms, like the heated room that kind of tells you, all right, you're not supposed to go this way, buddy. Which helps direct you or tells you, hey, once you find this item, come back here. There's an item waiting for you. So let's say they were to
luxury.
find... Oh, luxury. So luxury is very important in Hard Tricky because a lot of underwater movement is put into logic within Hard Tricky because it does expect better springball jump. Not max heights, but they're less lenient than medium. And because it's tricky, it kind of just puts harder tricks more often in front of you. So you're going to see more heated runs, more water movement. And I just like springball. It's a really cool item. The water movement is super cool.
Yeah, less luxury, more trick fun.
Yeah. And honestly, springball is also just really fun, especially if you're doing something like space jumping. You shoot a door, then you mock ball through the door and just hit the jump, and you just fling yourself through the room with springball. It's cool. Springball tech is really cool. So they're basically neck and neck. They've done almost the exact same. I'd say Brother Main has slightly more information. But that's just directions for where to go with power bombs. But that just might be a red herring.
I think Brother Main's got the direction forward to go. We just found Everest. Oh, nope, that's Lava Dive. We don't want to do that either.
No, Fudge found Everest. I'm not sure if that Everest is in logic. It might just be with Springball. Because you can do a door frame jump to get up the hill. I think with just Springball, you can't get up just from the height of the door. So it might expect Ice and Springball to get up Everest. But honestly, in 99% of cases, if I see Everest right there, I do that door frame jump. Just to be able to, like, let's say, peek the morph tunnel and the other down door. It might just also be a loop back. But I do remember that the door frame jump was moved out of hard some time ago. Probably early season 4. Because a lot of people didn't like it.
This is a smart move by Brother Main, luring the crab down before trying to jump around it.
Yep. Sometimes
don't hit it.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is one of those rooms where at first you struggle a lot with it. Then you get comfortable with it. With like your movement and the timings of where crabs are consistently. But then you either start getting really good at it and then you're early on the cycle. So you actually start seeing them in places you don't, or you mess up a little bit, and then the crabs are also in the completely wrong spots. Springball puts door frame jump in logic, so I was correct. With Springball, we can go up there. So probably we have to either go into that morph tunnel or the down door of Everest. I think both players have a pivot save in the wreck ship shaft. Maybe, I know for sure Brother Main saved before he ran back here. So he has it with Springball. I'm not sure about Fudge. Or it was the other way around. I know I saw one
Brother
of them
Main has the Springball save.
Okay. So maybe both. It's so good to have Aussie in the chat to just talk about this is logic with that item. Because I don't know. Not 100% of the time. I just know I can do it, so I just do it.
Aussie would make an awesome commentator.
Yeah. Man of few words, but very impactful words. Oh, Springball, of course. Botswan E-Tank, we saw this very early. It is in logic with this.
We can check this item now, yeah.
This is one of those things you're going to see a lot in Hard Tricky. You just get Springball very early on. Just, yup, I gotta look for Botswan E-Tank. Well, Botswan E-Tank has high jump. Gotta use this in that next water room. But looks like they just got missiles. It might just also be for getting through the room.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this could just be through logic.
could be a new zone here or just a straight dead end.
Yeah, we don't have the maps. So we have no way of telling where the zone ends. And these are depth settings, so the zones are labeled top to bottom, Criteria at the top, and Norfair at the bottom.
Yep, but it's just highest style. It doesn't say anything about how tall a zone is or how far down it extends. Because we could just have a Norfair that is a complete pancake, just horizontal rooms. But if the highest style of Norfair is below a tile that is technically a Meridia, that zone gets labeled Norfair, even though Meridia might just go all the way to the bottom of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So water map and
more
T.
ways forward here.
Yep. Green Brin Shaft is one of those nice rooms to find, because if you find power bombs, that also immediately means there's a new item. So this room is in logic. This is a very important room to know for hard tricky logic, because it is with gate glitches are in hard logic. Usually they expect, I think, 15 of the ammo type, but because there's a farm right there, and it with heated also expects a certain amount of health to do it. But because the farm right there, it just gets put into logic almost immediately the moment you get ammo. I'm not sure 100% that it's just with just missiles put in logic, but almost every time I get there with a tank and one missile pack, I just go for it, and usually I get rewarded with something.
Yeah, not to mention they have a revert save back where they were before that gate, so they don't need the gate glitch necessarily to get back.
Yep. But it does mean that every item they find here can just be needed to run back. Yeah. So warehouse entrance is doable with just speed. I tend to just run here. Yep, there we go.
Nicely done.
And space jump.
Space jump.
Yep.
Okay, so we don't need infinite bomb jump anymore. That's a nice item to have.
Yes, sir. And now you think, can I drop... Oh, yeah, that's the drop-down worthy. You get green Brin Shaft, you get the item. Or the Green Pirate Shaft, I mean. So Space Jump, after they have bombs, does not do that much for them. But it is technically a more horizontal can fly. For example, think Acid Chozo. You do need less health to do that, or you don't need health for... If you just need Varia to be able to get to the statue part. But also, like I mentioned, the can break free out water. So if they find high jump, for example, that East Ocean with that BT major is gonna look very juicy.
So we see the ship, we see a bunch of majors.
Yes.
Where do you think Brother Main's going to be trying to go to, or where do you think Zachary's trying to direct him to?
I think they're going to check the items in the Green Pirate Shaft. They might just peek what X-ray is, because it's not grabbable, but peeking it is good info to have. And then they do have the health to be able to make it across the top right of ship heated room, the one with the green platformy guys. Because with two tanks as logic. And if there's a farm room behind it, that might just be logic to grab that item. So wave is a filler, so it can be placed anywhere, but it might just be progression. Even though gate glitches are in logic, for example, the side hoppers, the green side hoppers in Pink Brinstar, is, for example, not in logic unless you have high jump. But with just wave, you can go up there and just shoot the gate with wave. And as Cold Slayer asks, space jump for East Ocean does look very much like the logical progression. Also, space jump does do X-ray now, if they have the health for it. Might be tight, but looks very doable. It doesn't look like a farm room near the top right of ship, so they probably need some more health to be able to grab that and get back. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's a beam item. That's probably a filler, because it's one-way reachable, which is very indicative of filler items. Ooh, that X next to Oasis near Brinstar at the bottom looks very juicy. But no, that's the Evere room. Never mind. I thought if that was the butterfly room from the pits, they could have gone and grabbed it, but no. It might just look like they have to go up to Criteria and indeed go do Everest, but East Ocean also looks very like a very juicy place to go. You know, I'm gonna go open up that logic page because I think with just space jump they should be able to get across, or I could just wait until Aussie says something.
Yeah, Aussie
Let's
probably
see.
knows off the top of his head.
Um, I think with space jump you do need high jump to be able to break the water surface. Oh no, with spring ball you can make it, I think, to the ledge at the top, all the way on the right side. And then from that ledge, you can barely get out of the water, get a space jump bounce across the water surface to make it to one of the platforms that further left. And then just space jump right back to the door. I think that might be the logical way it expects to do this.
It does
Which
look
looks
like
very...
Brother Main and Sacrijuice are headed back through Botloon E-Tank here, diving into the sand pits.
Ooh, so Brother Main is probably confident that with just Spring Ball he might be able to go right in that Ivir room. And then maybe grab that X power bomb out of logic, which also he could just continue kind of desperation into Brinstar to find other filler items being power bombs, and hopefully get out of logic that way. But oh, got sniped by the
Yeah,
Ivir.
they're
Yeah, that's a
completely in the
reset.
sand. That's not going to happen.
With high jump, with high jump I would agree with the play. As like a desperation, maybe I can just get power bombs right now. But oh, that's a bowling X. So there's the grayed out dot in bowling at the top right, which is where one of the items that they currently started with, more for speed, is placed. Kind of quote unquote placed. It's just it needed to be in the seed. There's one item that just basically is an empty item now. So if they spark up bowling, there will be nothing there for them to find.
Right.
You see that a lot if you play stuff like Desolate Seeds. You'll see a lot of item rooms with just grayed out dots. Because in Desolate, it just gives you the bare essentials to beat the seed. So it looks like Fudge is making their way back to Everest.
Yeah, so this might be Fudge slightly in the lead again, positionally anyways. We don't know until we actually reach Everest to see if it's the way forward.
Yeah, it might just very well be that Everest, every door is just yellow. And just says, nope, you lose, turn around. Or every reachable door is yellow. The Morph Tunnel... Yeah, the Morph Tunnel door can be another color, I believe. No? I know it can be hazard taped. That I know for sure. So sometimes you just see hazard tape poking through the quote-unquote through the wall. Because that has to be done so that you don't, let's say, Ridley is there. But I'm not sure if it can... I think it's just like the tube where it's just considered a blue door. Yeah, I don't mind the decisions they're making. I very much am a major chaser, so I would just try to force my way through either the top right of ship just to peek the item to see if it's worth it to come back to, and
this
try to
is
force my
spicy.
way to the other. Ooh, yeah, Metal Pirates. Very doable with what he has. Doesn't need to be reliant on drops, more than enough health. Very nicely done by Fudge. And another hub zone. And a map right at the top. Could be just Fantoon. Important to know, item draft does just play with default objectives. So still 4 bosses, Cray, Dragon, Ridley, Fantoon.
Yep. Yeah. So when we did round robin, we did basically a vanilla objectives where the only thing that you needed to worry about was G4 and Mother Brain. We're replacing that with item draft, which is what these players are doing right now. So it's you pick an item, you ban item. So basically, player one bans an item, player two bans an item, player two picks an item, player one picks an item. And that's what you were saying at the very beginning, who banned what and who picked what. And then your objectives are exactly the same as they were prior, you need to kill the G4 and Mother Brain after that.
Speaking of G4 locked map, so that stinks. Because you either need high jump for the springball jump to make it up there, or gravity, or somehow get a charge. So if your name's Neuralic, you're salivating at the mouth for a spike suit. Which, there's speed hall right here. Very risky, but I know a handful of players would probably... I think if you can get a spike suit okay, I think that's a worthy play. Just try to make that map play. You're not going far out of logic. You're wasting a little bit of time doing a very out of logic trick, but just think of all the blinding you save. Meanwhile, Fudge just runs into a screw attack, which does a lot.
Yep. Yeah, screw attack is just a nice safety item to have. It doesn't do a lot as far as logic as I can remember correctly, because we already have bombs. Yeah, because screw attack only breaks open bomb blocks and shot blocks, if I remember correctly.
It breaks open bomb blocks, yes. However, it also does a lot for stuff like fast pillars, because they have space jump. So fast pillars. This is hard tricky, yes, Inayaku. So fast pillars, gauntlet, for example. You don't need to worry about using bombs for that. Also very important, the Metroid rooms are now logic. Because
that's true, yeah.
They don't have ice yet, they don't have power bombs yet, and they don't have charge. Charge also puts a lot of the Metroid rooms into logic because you can use the pseudo screw to keep the Metroids off of you. So it might just be a run here, grab screw, and go through a Metroid room. Of course, every Metroid room can be done with almost no equipment. Oh, Fudge finding Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and Brother Main lost the screw attack. They reverted back out of it. So I wonder what the play is there.
I think they either had too little health to make the run back, or yeah, because they're making their way back. They probably didn't have enough health.
Okay.
And probably lost too much health trying to grab the missile there, and then just bonked their heads. Didn't have enough health to make the run back. Let me think. Because let's say screw attack was one of those rooms or one of those items you see, and you're locked by a Metroid room. And you think, well, that item is probably screw attack, but I don't want to run all the way there. It's very valid to just say screw it. And just do the Metroid rooms without any equipment, because if you just know how to kite the Metroids around, those rooms are very easy logic breaks, and sometimes big rewards, because there's a lot of times where the sea just gives you screw, says go past the Metroid room, grab the item, and run it back. So it's very valid to just peek it and then just skip screw, or just get it after you got the item you needed screw attack for, and then return to logic that way. So, meanwhile, Fudge finding a lot, but probably not what they're looking for. Just more health. And another power bomb lock in Hotter Ruby.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a high five here in Indiana Jones.
So the up door is, I think, just the end of the spring ball maze of Hotter Ruby. Well, let's see. Spore Spawn Supers, Spore Spawn Missiles. Important to note, they've seen now more than enough missile packs to put Croc into logic with missiles.
Yeah, I was thinking Croc might be in logic with that major that's sitting behind him.
Oh, have they seen Croc yet? Oh, no, that's an X. That is that grabbable? Don't think they just have the hell. No, it could. No. The road through. It needs to scroll up a little bit. That X in bowling might very well just be the logical power bomb. No, because you need power bombs to get back. Let's see. The Croc is through criteria, so yeah, this door might just lead to Croc, and Croc might just be logical power bombs. So they have enough health for this. Also, here's the second gray item, so this is where their speed probably would be placed. And Morph would be speed locked, quote unquote, but it doesn't matter. So they're refilling their ammo, very wise. Because the supers does make the Croc fight way faster.
Yeah,
let's go, we get to kill Croc! But go ahead, sorry.
I was talking to Fudge about the keeping in mind your ammo counts for Crocomire, because if you can ammo kill him, then do it. Because in medium normal, Crocomire, you are required to have charge to kill him. But in hard tricky, nope, you need ammo.
Yep, well, charge also puts it in logic, but there's also the ammo, which puts it in logic. And I think it was Lobter that did a really good write-up on the logic behind the ammo count, which is you need X amount of missiles to just kill Croc, minimum. Then there's the leniency added by one of the strat that says can dodge while shooting or something. And then there's the can farm while dodging strat, which also either adds removes, like it's like makes it less lenient, which basically says you can do it with less. I don't think that's hard.
Surely not
It's
PBs.
oh
It's super
wow.
missiles.
Oops,
Oh,
all
that's awful.
supers. Well, it's still a good find because it just means more supers. Is it? They can't reach. Oh, ship is power unlocked. Ooh.
Yeah, ship is powerbomb locked, so they can't get to the majors over there.
It wouldn't surprise me if that major all the way on the right is. I think have they seen more water locks? It might just be gravity, but it might just also just be the immediate next room in wreck ship has power bombs, and they just basically done everything they can without power bombs.
Brother Main is caught up to Fudge doing the Crocomire fight, so while Fudge looks at the map.
Let's see, with Screw Attack also the side hoppers doesn't damage them, so the heated room behind them might also be way more juicy to go for.
Ooh, oh, it missed twice.
Croc scamming.
Oh, don't die. This is a terrible place to die.
Oh, Croc is also just a very surprisingly scary boss. He does a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't think about it because you almost never let him hit you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't get into the Fury swipes.
So drop down pits and do Spo. I don't think that's logic. I think they can't go down the pits yet because they don't have high jump to technically do those rooms. No, because they can also that's Oasis below Spore Spawn, and they need I think. No, with Springball they can make it up Oasis, but the Evere room I don't think is logic yet. So Oasis with Springball is possible, I believe. Yeah, I really think that it is just they have to make it either past West Ocean.
Full speed into spikes is not a good idea.
Especially if you're not going for a spike suit, so they might just have done it on purpose to get health bombed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So here we see our millionth trek across Botswana E-Tank. Technically, I think there's enough runway to do this really... Ooh, yikes. No, don't fall in the sand like that. Luckily, there's a save nearby.
Yep.
I think technically with the room layout, they could get this really weird stutter where they could get a blue suit just before the bug farm. And just use speed to get across right to left. But that is not in hard, I believe. The runway isn't long enough for that. But it's cool if you know how to do it. Save some time having to springball jump and do the maze. You can just run across. So here we see Brother Main back in Criteria, saving after doing Croc. Very wise. There's a big time investment.
So I see a couple of mentees in the chat, and I just wanted to quickly say this is what to look forward to next tournament, because hopefully we're going to be having a full-on hard tricky next tournament, and it will do it the same way, where you start off in a no risk, no losing start off groups where you get to really learn how the seed works and get to learn the tricks, and then we go into brackets after that to have the actual races.
Great. So it looks like they're both making their way over to Meridia. It does look that way. So Fudge so still being slightly in the lead.
And the biggest difference that you can see right away from medium normal into hard tricky is the suits are going to show up pretty late in the seed.
Yes, they do. Watch out. Crab's still hurt.
Yep, Crab's still hurt. No suits.
Yep.
Brother looks like he's
wouldn't.
taking the safer way across the maze here.
It's safer, it's smoother, therefore it's fast. Safe is smooth, smooth is fast. You don't want to lose minutes trying to save seconds. Away, he does catch up a little to Fudge. Spending a little time farming. It's good to keep the ammo count up high.
Yep.
Granted, they're not in a position to fight Dragon or Ridley quite yet, so it's mostly just Fantoon or Karate. But you never know. Because they might just run into Varia and charge and then Ridley in the same zone, and then having those 15 supers, suddenly you're glad you did spend just that little bit of extra time. So Fudge actually making his way through blue side hoppers, and I forget what this Nea room is called. But it is very much doable with the health he has.
And space jump.
Yes, sir. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, Brother Main is actually going to do the Everest crossroom jump. So finally, some route diversions. Let's see what that brings them. Grapple.
Beam.
Grapple.
Okay, so that could make Everest a lot easier to traverse.
Not just easier, might just be mandatory because they might just have to go to the top doors. So that's what Screw Attack was for. Screw Attack was indeed to go across the side hoppers so they'd have more health to do the heated run to get the grapple. And very wisely, Fudge filling up the full HP. Because New Bridge is considered a farm room, I guess, by the seed. It's not the greatest farm room, but it is a farm room.
Utilizing speed to quick kill all these enemies is interesting.
Yes, but I think he's going across and back and forth. I think it might just be faster to just do one, just go right and just kill the enemies going towards the right and skip this cack. Because it's just 20 HP and it's just a whole extra trip across the bridge.
Meanwhile, Brother Main found pre-X-ray, which space jump puts in logic.
Extra hell, yes. Also in logic with grapple, but once on logic, it's always logic. So it doesn't mean if you find two items that do the room, it doesn't mean the room is more likely to be the next step.
Correct.
But that E-Tank looks very nice. Might he jump the... yeah, he got the hit. Not enough momentum to Screw Attack through, but enough HP to make it out. And now with grapple, I'd say Fudge is firmly in the lead.
Yeah, Brother Main could probably get to the top left door of Everest, but he looks like he's going to go down to... or no, he's going to do another crossroom jump.
Yeah, the bottom right door might still very much be logic in his mind. So they might be... Yeah, they're making their way there.
Meanwhile, Fudge is right behind him, just entering Everest.
Yep. Oh, yep. I was about to say, I don't think Fudge turned around. So if you were to down grab, indeed, he would actually do the wall jump morph. So either he needs to break spin. Yeah, there he goes. Ledge grabs up there. And yep, going straight up, using grapple.
Oh, this is interesting. Red Tower is right here next to Everest.
Yeah, so that probably just means that the top door is probably the top or the top left door are the ones with the next logical progression. Granted, you might just find something here. You might find a high jump here.
There's tube.
The toilets. And oops, all supers.
Ooh, I'm surprised Brother Main's not...
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, probably got scolded by Sakari to go for it, but now,
Yeah,
and then you're in the
bad
blender.
News.
Oh, and map is pants locked. Ew. Yikes.
And it's on this side that Brother Main's on.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's
no. Well, the back door or the back side of this map, so he can't reach map from Red Tower.
Yeah. I discovered that if you hold jump while you collect that bottom item in Norfair Reserve, you'll get the space jump.
Yeah, I'm. It's just one of those things where once you find a strat, you just do it. That's a good one to remember. I don't really think about it. I just kind of just do it by feel, I guess, and usually it works out. But you know, if you have a consistent strat that always works, that's way better. My brother man having a little trouble with the shot block. Also now with screw attack, removing all the blocks, he'll barely have the time to actually make it up. He gets
Makes it.
And Fudge is now on their heels. And forced to turn around. No health.
Yeah, not enough health to make it through the volcano room. Oh, this could be what screw attack is for. It's an E-tank.
No, screw attack was very much for...
grapple beam, yeah.
Yeah, grapple beam. Granted, this could have been a filler item, so a beam. Might have just been plasma, might have been ice. Charge. So with the 5 tanks and the 25 supers, if Brother Main were to run into a reserve, I would start thinking of just Sudeless Ridley. 5+1 with 30 supers. It should be doable. High jump does make it a lot easier. Ooh, Fudge going for the morph tunnel. I don't think has he checked the top left yet? I would go for the top left first.
I don't think he has, but maybe knowing the map. Has he seen Red Tower?
No, because
no, that he hasn't. So he doesn't know that it might connect to Red Tower.
No, he knows that Fudge has the info that dies to the crab. Oh, it just barely survives it. No, FudgeFiddle went up the up door with the toilet and saw that Pants Room has the map. You can see that from the minimap. You can see that Pants Room, the top right door of Pants Room is the map. So he'll need high jump at least to be able to get there.
Or Main's about to do another door jump.
Yeah, he has to get out. I think with Spring Ball, a max height Spring Ball jump, he might just make it. Ooh, good find on the E-tank to refill.
Your brother might be heading towards the grapple beam now that he doesn't know is there, but that is kind of one of the only directions to go now.
Yeah, it very much screams, look at all this HP you got, go for it. Lava Dive very much not in logic. Yeah.
They are not going for it. Where are they going?
They might just head to save because they've done a lot. They've collected a lot. They might just be afraid to just run into hard rooms or just want to pivot.
This is still a really balanced seed, though. Both players have pretty similar knowledge, pretty similar majors.
Yep.
And no bosses down after 42 minutes.
Not even boss knowledge. I don't think they even know in which zone Fantoon is. But they might have an inkling of an idea. They know it's not in Criteria because that was up G4. They know it's not, or Fudge knows it's not in Wreck Ship because it's the Pants Room. And it's not Torian because they got that map. Also, I think if I look at Meridia, I am thinking it might just be Meridia. That map looks very much Bubble Mountain, Fantoon save shaped. Ooh, just almost missed the block. Oh, it was a heated room at the top left, so that's why they went to save. Wise decision. Didn't have the HP to make it across Rising Tide, yep. So that E-tank actually really good for them. This is just one of those missiles. Oh, okay. Well,
the seed has jokes.
All right, boys, hustle to East Ocean. Fight your BT. What would that mean?
Oh, Brother Main's going the slower way?
Might just not be comfortable with the space jump up here.
Yeah.
Just looking at the health they had and the fact that the block was broken, it looks like he tried it a few times, messed it up, and just said, you know, I have enough health to make it across for sure. So
This might turn into another new bridge farm spot.
yes, it just might. And they don't have the E-Tank in Everest to come up. But they find Grapple, which I think just tells them to just hustle back to
They're gonna go back to
Everest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 1
1
HP for
HP.
Fudge!
Oh,
Man!
take the save.
Oh man, imagine the muscle memory to just immediately start wall jumping up here and then not spin jump and then just jump into that ripper and just explode. Ew. Granted, it wouldn't be that bad. The only thing they lose is 1 missile pack. But
Nice farm spot right on
yeah,
Red Tower.
this is one of those seeds where I also see them happen. What happening is Brother Main is gonna be gearing up for a Shootless Ridley fight. So it's just okay. I need that one more reserve. I need 1 more super, and I'm ready to go. And then on his way to Ridley, you know, oh, I got maps right there. Let me just peek the map real quick. Or oh, there's that major. Let me just peek it, and then it's Var, and all the time and effort, the mental preparation, and the seed has more jokes to just say, nope. Too bad. Here we see, by the way, one of the uses for Wave Beam in Hard Logic. One of the only uses for Wave Beam actually in Hard Logic is the bottom of Wreckship shaft. Because you need a wider beam, either Spacer or Wave allows you to break the block so you can go through with just Morph. But they have normal bombs, so that doesn't matter, but just wanted to point it out. So making their way up to Wreckship again, so back to Everest they go. Fudge, meanwhile, collecting his well-deserved 4th and 5th super pack. Also taking a little lava bath, hugging the seahorse.
Seahorses need love too.
If there's someone who gives them a lot of love, it's fellow mentor and participant in the tournament, Mole. He quite likes the custom sprite of the seahorse. Go check out. He's currently grinding for a 48 PRKD. So he's someone to look out for.
Definitely.
So
yeah,
with
see,
Grapple...
you're also in this tournament, and you're the top seed in the hard tricky bracket. How do you think your chances are seeing how hard tricky is treating these two?
It is one of I am fairly confident. I think I would be ahead, but not by much. But I think that would mostly just due to I think I would have ran all the way to the West Ocean Major, so that just might have just sped up completely, or might have just been Spacer and wasted my time doing that. I am very much an impulsive. I want to do this. I'm going for it. I'm just doing it.
Oh, here's a Metroid room.
Yeah, so screw attack. Ooh, doesn't have the HP. No,
nope, that's death.
Yeah, that's bad.
We do have a recent save, so it's not a huge loss, but
yeah. Well, hard tricky is one of those. In a hard tricky, the difference. So medium normal, for example, if I were to face the hard tricky runners, it very much would be able to just a decision, right? The 50-50 on you went that way, I went the other way, and because how fast the medium normal seats are for the hard tricky runners, you lose because of that. In hard tricky, it's a very different type of beast to go through the seed, because let's look at Finn, right? Finn has a lot of experience just vanilla speedrunning. So Finn is very comfortable doing speed balls and underwater wall jumping and low resources Ridley fights, where I am more comfortable with the logic, so I probably would be able to do the steps in a more faster sequence, but Finn might just stop earlier and just kill bosses and be done with objectives faster. So, and that in one seed, the following the logic might just be very rewarding, but in the other seed, just being able to just do bosses with barely anything could just be the way to go. So
yeah, that's exactly why best of 3 is going to be probably the best way to do this, because, like you said, there might be one seed that you do really well in, and another seed that you do really poorly in.
Yes, exactly. For example, I would say Item Draft is a really good game mode for Finn, because it allows him to just flex the fact that he's just, I think, the best at Ridley in the hard tricky bracket. Meanwhile, I might just do something like I think maybe uh, something more wacky like Metroid objectives, because I would be very greedy with power bombs and just hustling and trying to force my way out of logic to grab them and just knock them out early. Meanwhile, Brother Main finding all the bad rooms, Wasteland as well.
Yep. With enough energy, you could probably get to the item that's behind Wasteland.
Yeah, and with screw
And Power
attack you
Bound's a
can kill
shame.
them. Yep.
But we need to find a good farm room.
Oh,
Ooh, this
hold
is
power
PB Lock
button.
2.
Oh,
Gravity
grab!
suit.
That's a big, big find.
That's a huge
That's
find.
really big. And I think Fudge is just right on his heels. So Brother Main actually with that play, it's now slightly ahead, I'd say, leapfrogging Fudge.
Yeah, this has been really back and forth between both players.
Yep, because with Varia as well, they can now kind of try to see and look if they can make it to that map. I don't think so, because they have to go through Wasteland.
If I were Brother
Oh,
Main
yeah, they have
or
to, yeah.
FudgeFiddle getting this gravity suit, I would immediately go down to the Evier room for that X.
Oh, yes, because now it is, indeed, it is logical to grab. Because with Gravity Suit, you can get to the item, and the logical loop back is through Spore Spawn. But if that X is a power bomb, the seed might have said, well, you need to go the escape route. Like, if you look at the log, the escape route would be maybe logged as Spore Spawn. But you got power bomb, so we can just go back up Green Bin Shaft. So Fudge actually making his way across Wasteland. I'm not sure what they got.
It was an E-Tank.
Oh, another E-Tank, of course, yeah.
Yep.
Well, not bad. And now finally deciding to go left for Grav.
So this map that's in Wreck Ship has to be locked by another zone, because I don't see a path over to it from where we've seen so far in Wreck Ship.
It might just be a room, like let's say Metroid Room 2 into a very horizontal room. So something like well, not New Bridge, because we've already seen it. We've obviously seen Frog Speedway. But maybe like a Green Hill zone.
Yeah. This is an interesting farm room for Brother Main.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I think. Wait,
did
they already find criteria? Because criteria might just be power bomb locked at the top of Yellow Pirates or pre-fast pillars, how you ever call it. Yeah, I think Fudge is now eyeing that X near Spore Spawn, very much so.
Yeah, I know I would be.
Oh yeah, that is indeed a hustle to it.
Yeah,
that for example might be one of those items where if you're comfortable with doing the very hard spring ball is that possible with just spring ball? It might just be like an expert type of trick where you just need a perfect max height spring ball jump to make it across. And if you can grab that one out of logic, ooh, then you're golden in the sea, because you can just go anywhere. Everything is just open for you.
I think Brother Main is planning on trying to go for the Wasteland item now, because they just filled up on life and they're going back here.
Ooh, yep. Trying to see, maybe not even the item, but the E-Tank might just incentivize them to keep going down and try to find.
They can't go down without power bombs.
Oh, right, of course. I just keep thinking they've already gone back and grabbed the power bombs.
Yep, nope, they haven't gone down to the Evir room.
Oh, hold. Oh, no speedball.
No speedball.
Unfortunate. Yeah, see, that's one of those tricks where I frequently just chill in VC while Finn's like doing races. I'm just chatting with EB, grinding for his own any percent, and we just look over and just see Finn pull out these weird stutter 4-taps blue suits to just grab to break logic insanely hard, and we're just like, what are you doing? And it's just like, what? It's just very normal. What are you talking about? It's always cool to see people go for tricks like that.
Empath theorizing that the X near Earview room is just another super.
Oh, if it is, ooh, I don't think that. What would be possible? Lava dive. Lava dive is very much possible. Ooh, Fudge realizes. What if lava dive? I mean, might as well, right? There's a save. G4 had map. Might also be heading that way. But that was Syncreteria. Ooh, let's go lava dive.
Yeah, we have enough life
It-
to do this, and we
It
have screw
wouldn't
attack to
surprise
get through.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if Varia is behind here, because Hard Tricky loves just saying, "Here's a lot of heat. All right, congratulations. Here's Varia." There's a
I
farm room.
probably would have checked the top room back at pre-crade before coming through this room, because I think that's almost guaranteed a single room because of the slayer to the
No, it could
room above
continue
it.
further right. It could be going further right, and they just heading straight to map. Oh, speedball. Hold.
No
Oh,
speed ball.
spring
Spring
ball.
ball messes it up.
Yeah. Hold. Bonked.
Nope.
All right. Oh, item and beach.
It's
I think
just
I might
missiles.
have. Yeah, I think I might have called Plasma Spark beach a few times. I just realized. Yeah, whatever. People kind of got what I said, right? Oh, single chamber. That is also very much single chamber shaped. Yep. They can go
that's a map.
left. Yeah, they can go left and farm up and then make it to map. Or the save and then the map and then revert if they're really scared. But yeah, they're farming up. This is one of those really annoying farms. So the enemy spawns so low, and if you don't have Varia, you can't really screw attack kill them at the bottom. So you have to wait all the way for them to come up, making the health farm really slow. Meanwhile, Brother Main
on the way.
Yep. So here we see, are we at 30-30 or are we finding power bombs? It is.
No.
Oops.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Well, the thing is though, Brinstar is logic,
Yeah.
and also the
Yeah.
X in bowling is logic now because they can make it across the Avir room and go up to Sportsman and kill him.
Yeah.
So there are numerous things they can still do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they find an X in Fireflies and another entrance to Brinstar, so they might just not be as punished. Oh, an X at the top though they left behind, and they didn't save in basement, so no really good pivot, but. I think they're heading to that first X, and then probably no. Oh, they might just want to refill at Fireflies here, or if this is power bombs, just immediately head into Brinstar.
There's Spacer Beam at the speed item.
Spacer, huge. Now every major they find is actually worth grabbing. So more supers. This is really
because
is
they've
just
seen
oops, all
X-ray,
supers.
they've seen Spacer.
Yup.
So yeah, the leftover majors are either beams or high jump or Varia.
Yup. Which basically means the two majors in the major top right of ship might also just very well be Varia as like the last item in the sequence. So more health.
E-tanks for Brother.
Yeah. Honestly, if I were in Brother's situation, just the moment I see Ridley, I'm hustling to a save and just going to kill him. And there we have our power bombs. 57 minutes into the seed. Goodness gracious.
Love to see it.
Let me guess, right? Oh, that's the butterfly room with the map. So let's see, Ridley right here. Mother Brain and Ridley. Ooh. Oh, very rude. Two E-tanks blocked behind Ridley. Very rude.
That is very
Major
rude.
in the
There's two E-tanks
pits.
right before Ridley, though, so that's not as rude.
So I guess we have seen every major in the seat now. We know where all the majors are.
Yeah. I would probably think about going down the sand pits and going towards Norfair here instead of facing Ridley, but that's me.
Yes, very much so, because we have to return here anyway for Mother Brain. So you might as well just grab the majors on the way, kill the other bosses, and then head to Ridley. Yes, you have to do an extra backtrack for Ridley, but it just might save you the time of having to retry Ridley, or just makes Ridley a complete non-issue. Also PBs and Big Pink,
yeah, Big Pink power bombs.
So it very much is just a collect health, grab, and space jump, and just lava dive, or if you're into Brinstar. What a seed. What a seed.
This is a good first seed to really show off for how much more difficult hard tricky is versus medium normal.
Hard tricky is just, it's so rude, and then you get the most sludgiest of seeds, and you don't want to play map rando anymore, and then the next day you pop on and you just get this jet seed, and you're just like, damn, I love map rando, and then immediate next seed is a seed like this again, and you just, I hate map rando.
So it does look like Brother is going to go fight Ridley without Variasuit.
He has a reserve, but nothing in it though, so. Oh. I would say I would trade 3 E-tanks that he has for filling that one reserve, to be honest. Because that one reserve just makes Ridley just so much less of a hassle. Taking off speed would very important. Because if you have speed booster on without high jump in the Ridley fight, ooh, it's so annoying. So let's see.
This looks like a practiced Ridley fight.
Oh, he makes it look so easy. Oh, Ridley scamming?
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Well, no, not yet, because he's still losing HP. The reserve would put it. Oh, he has plenty. He has plenty, and there's a refill right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would honestly skip the drops. Just he has enough, but yeah, just hit straight to the refill.
Mm-hmm.
Very nicely done by Brother Main. See, that's that confidence.
That's first boss down 1 hour into the seed.
And it's suitless Ridley. Usually you see like a Fantoon or a Crate here, you know, but...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oops, all reserves? Okay, there's a tank. Yeah, skip those missiles. I think Brother Main might also just be skipping everything he sees now. Might be wanting to look for... ice. I'm not sure if Mother Brain had a runaway, because they have enough ammo for Mother Brain ammo.
Yeah, it's a good shout out. I don't know until we bring up the map again if there's a runway behind Mother Brain, or in front of Mother Brain.
Mother Brain was, I think, Big Pink. I'm not sure if it was the power bomb entrance or the hallway.
Yeah, we're not going to find out until... Oh, there's the map.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. Not too fast.
No, that looked like aqueducts. It might have just been aqueducts.
I'm just getting the same information that Mother Brain is here.
It's aqueduct, so no runway. Oh, it was the exit
runway.
was Big Pink, okay. So, let's see there. I think it's still worth it to drop down the pit, grab the major, because you're gonna have to head left anyway, so you might as well drop the pit, see if it's ice. If it's ice...
Yep.
I think ice is the best item for them to collect. Varia is completely useless. The only thing Varia does is no need to farm health for heated runs. After doing heated runs, but ice is the most useful. Charge
Game. I mean, it's a double, so is it a double major? It is.
Yep. So charge plasma wave, so now they can just blast the Zeps. So
yeah, this is go mode for Brother Main.
It already, I feel like it kind of was. This was just bonus. I think just charge or ice, and you just put it into just hella go mode, but so they're probably thinking of their... Okay, I think I would save... I would have want to go Norfair, because we already seen a lot of Meridia, yeah? Didn't have Fantoon, so they probably just want to hustle for boss info. And they know they haven't seen much of Norfair, if anything at all. So that might just be where Fantoon's hanging out. So yeah, Kraid or Draga might be somewhere in Meridia that they haven't seen yet. But if there's nothing, or if there's something in Norfair, they can just use Norfair as a way to get to Meridia. Because if they're gonna have to Meridia anyway, might as well knock Norfair out first. So this is... I really agree with this decision. So Mickey Mouse, more than enough health. Oh, baby!
We got two reserve. This is fine. This is fine.
And we've already seen Three Musketeers, so unless it's... you know, Brother May might just be trying to go for a or a baby skip. No.
Nah.
You never know. So Key Hunter Shaft is, I think, the worst heated room they could come across, but they got more than enough. We just came through Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, here's Bubble Mountain.
And the Bryn entrance right there. There's kind of a save close. Yeah, there's a save right
there.
So this save is one you should 100% take. Yeah, grab the tank. Oh, it's a reserve. Okay. Likely.
I mean, it's still more energy to play with.
Yep. If you find a health reserve, remember without Varia, the things in Mother Brain Room do a lot of damage, and you do need 600 HP. So
to survive the Hyper Beam.
Yep. So they technically have three E-tanks and 3 reserves as extra credit. Hit room. And I see Fudge is also making their way onto Ridley, so let's see how they handle their suitless Ridley. Meanwhile, Billy Mays. More power bombs.
I'm gonna turn on the Ridley fight.
Comes a swoop. Ooh, hit by the tail. Oh,
here's Fudge getting,
yeah. Fudge getting a lot more swoops, no pogos, so no easy way to jam supers. Oh, I think this is a revert. I don't think he has the energy.
Yeah, this could be a revert.
Yeah, because I remember Brother Main having about 2 tanks when the drops came down, and they don't have a reserve filled out. Nope, that's a revert.
Yeah. Yeah, if Ridley's RNG just decides not to behave, unfortunate.
Because Brother Main got a lot of pogo. They got 2 pogos right off the rip. Oh, Brother Main trying the cool blue suit.
Saying, nah, I'm gonna go the faster way. The slower way, technically.
Okay, now they're collecting the reserve and then the E-tank. Very smart to refill the reserve.
Yep.
Because that reserve is just such a nice thing to have as a fallback option. Because if you have the reserve you just get grabbed by Ridley, you just know. I at least have, what is it? 80, 70 HP after you let go when and then the drops come in at around 20-ish, so you might need to do a pause. All right, second try. There's the pogo. Let's see if they can... Yeah, good turnaround. Oh, yeah. This is a done deal, I think. Ooh, that one was missed. 2 missed. Oh, and this is where it spirals.
I don't think that's enough.
No, and yeah, there he goes. Tail scammed. Ooh, those 2 missed supers cost them dearly. Meanwhile, Brother Main blinding their way to a missile. Probably looking for a health refill.
Yeah, they're not in a good way right now as far as in the hot rooms.
Oh yeah. This feels like one of those go into that missile room and back and kill the... Unless they have a good pivot save. I think they might just have to save in Bubble Mountain.
Of the map.
Yeah.
Oops, scammed by Phantoon.
Yeah. If only they had 2 more power bomb packs, they could just crystal flashed. Oh, they don't even have the supers for it. Ew. Yeah, this is the downside of indeed having a lot of health, but no heat protection. This reminds me a lot of the 9+1 game mode back in Season 3, I believe it was, the tournament.
Season 4.
Oh, well, I think it might have also been in Season 3. It might have been one of those carryover modes.
You might be right. But we're right into Phantoon as Fudge is taking down Ridley.
Oh. There comes another. Oh, not yet. Pogo. Oh, very nice. Very nice jump into the claw. Yeah, they should have plenty of health. Oh, yeah, more than enough. Very nicely done. Third try, but there's not a lot of people who would do a Sudeless Ridley. Meanwhile, Brother Main wrapping up Fantoon. There we go.
So just to give you all a heads up on the seeding on this, FudgeFiddle seeded number 3 with qualifiers. Brother Main seeded number 14 in qualifiers.
I look how... Yeah. The improvement from Brother Main.
Yeah, it's major improvement from Brother Main to be challenging someone seed 3 here. So yeah, I mean, never say that it's not possible to fight off a higher seed when you come into medium brackets.
Crane right there, Dragon also here. Everybody's chilling in North Air.
North Air is just the place to be.
Oh, look at all those X's. Oh, Jill. Oh, that might just be the last reserve. I do wonder how Brother Main is feeling. Because that Sudeless Ridley, you know, that's a big rush of energy. Just you know, oh, let's go Sudeless Ridley first try. I didn't have Varia, so I didn't waste time grabbing that, right? But you grab power bombs an hour into the seed. There's just that sinking feeling of what if they just just how are you feeling the moment you saw gravity right there?
Quick kill.
Oh. Unforge. But and then this quick kill that you messed up, like how are you how deep is the pit in your stomach? And like what if they just did all of this immediately? Look at all this heat. Ew. Luckily, oh, I think I saw Shaq 2 above their head, so they should be able to make it there to Dragon without much issue. So Fudge and Words just now finding their charge and plasmas.
And their plasma, yeah.
So across Colosseum.
Brother is going to have to worry about health a little bit as they traverse through Norfair to get all these bosses down. But that's 3 bosses down with just Dragon left. We know where Mother Brain is. We know where the ship is. This seed is pretty much done.
I believe they don't have to go through heat on the way to Dragon. Most of the heat was below them, and there's the E-tank, and it's just...
Nice refill. Nice refill.
Just 14 tanks. Filled up. No, 13. 13 E-tanks. Yeah, there we see Fudge was ahead most of the seed, but then just that one item, Gravity, just Brother Main found it, what, a minute or 2 before Fudge? But then the moment they got it, their lead just exponentially larger and larger and larger.
Yeah, they ended up going 2 different directions after finding Gravity, and unfortunately, Rando's going to Rando. You don't know where you're going until you just get there. And that's something that I've been trying to teach certain people in our Discord is don't think about if it's the right or the wrong decision. Think about, can you get there, and just go.
Yep. Because I don't feel like anybody, didn't make a wrong decision. In their situation, going for the known X, very understandable, right? You know that X is there, and you know the loopback is logical, so Brinstar is also a very valid option to continue to go if that X isn't actually your power bombs. But also, you have all this health, space jump and grav. Lava Dive looks like very much the logical way to continue to go and find your power bombs. So I don't think like anybody really made a bad decision. It's just, unfortunately, Brother Main just made the better decision.
It's absolutely crazy to me that, what did I say, the number 14 seed or 13 seed?
Yep.
Is
14, I believe.
14, yeah, 14 is taking down the 3rd seed.
Yep, and this isn't just a medium normal where it's a jet seed and you found the bosses in the correct zone by going left instead of right. This is just very much a hard, tricky sludge seed where you just are I feel like a solid 8 minutes ahead. Maybe even more by now, especially because Fudge did fumble Ridley a little bit. But I mean, that first one, just almost no pogos. That's just a Ridley scam.
Yeah.
So Fudge might actually... Oh yeah, the map was all the way over there, I believe. Meanwhile, very nice microwave. Or not microwave, fried
Grapple beam.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yep.
So chat, we haven't shouted out the runners yet. Go follow FudgeFiddle. Go follow his brother Maine on their respective channels. Go follow WordSayer19 for mentoring. WordSayer has been putting in a ton of work. I do mean a ton of work on the Discord. So definitely follow Words. Follow Sacrajutes, and you can follow MacVanish, who's in the tournament as well. And Gold
is there a command
also
for mentors? Is there a command for the mentors?
There isn't.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that is something that I have to try and do with SpeedGaming, and I don't know that it's... I mean, they have had mentor tournaments in the past, so something tells me that is not possible, because there's been mentor tournaments before.
Yeah, or they might have never felt the need for it. Just keep going! One more door! Drago's right there! No!
Well, if you want to follow Words and Sacrajutes on their respective channels, you can join our Discord using SMMR Mentor. And you can follow our brackets, you can follow our schedule, all that fun stuff right there on the Discord.
There we go. And I think the names that are on the screen are, I think, also their Twitch names. So just plop those in and you're good as gold. Alright, here we see another Fantoon.
So good news for Fudge is that all the bosses are here. The bad news that he doesn't know is that Brother already has all the bosses down and is on the way to Mother Brain.
I think, if I may be so bold, I think Brother Main will finish when Fudge kills Dragon.
That's a spicy prediction.
Yep. Because you have to think about, we still have to do the zap. The run back to Mother Brain is quite large, but also the run back to Dragon is also quite as large, and both bosses. I think I think Fudge will have all bosses down before Brother Main finishes, but I don't think Fudge will be at Mother Brain yet. I don't think the escape was that long. But did we find... Yeah, we found Ship. That was in Torian. All the way past them. Oh, look at them. Farming some supers here.
Yep, this is a really good super farm. And then there's an energy refill right above them.
Yep. Honestly, with this, I would just go. This is plenty. Unless this is also the way to go to Mother Brain.
This is the other way to Mother Brain, yeah.
This is plenty of ammo for Mother Brain. And yeah, so...
They're going.
And you know, they might just pick up that Major on the way.
Yeah, if that Major ends up being Varia.
Honestly, I could see it, but I think they're just all equally likely at this point.
It could be Ice, could be Varia, could be High Jump. Those are the three that we're missing.
They're not even going for it. Oh, they might just...
I think they went the wrong way, yeah.
Just autopilot, probably.
Meanwhile, Fudge does need to be careful with only 16 life here.
Yeah. Just one very bad jump into a spike.
Wow, Ice Beam bailout. Right before Mother Brain.
Very nice find. Yeah, turn off screw right now. Also, by pausing to turn off screw, they got a quick little glance at the map again, just in case they forgot where Mother Brain was.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it is not over yet.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a save that is that close by, so I think they're heading down to the save. Yup. Oh, no, skipping it. There was a save all the way at the bottom of Big Pink, but they might take the save that's above Aqueduct in Main Street, which I think is also closer by, because then you don't have to do a heated run, so you can also maybe farm the crab a little bit. You just have that much more.
Where are we going?
Yeah. Oh, I'd have to go up here, because that to the right is the Sandfalls, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, more supers. Yum.
I think we have enough supers to kill Mother Brain.
Mm. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those kill the crabs here in the crab shaft, go to Main Street and save. Because they barely have enough health to now survive Rainbow Beam.
Yeah. Yeah, I would absolutely go to the save at Main Street. Absolutely.
If only they had one more power bomb pack, they could actually go to the missile refill and decide to Crystal Flash there. Because you can lay the power bomb, refill, get 10, and then just Crystal Flash. Oh, I think they're discussing how comfortable they are with the Mother Brain situation right here.
Yep. Yeah, no, they're going for the save.
Yeah, I think the save, I feel like, is the only play to make, especially at this HP. But then the decision is on, do you actually go and farm, or do you just feel like you're behind? Because it is a very... the start was very annoyingly slow, but look at that. We got power bombs at 57 minutes, and less than half an hour later, we're basically at Mother Brain, so...
Yeah, those power bombs really unlock the rest of the seed for us.
After that, they were flying. So it looks like they're not deciding to farm, so... This 1 E-tank, this 128 HP, is all that Brother Main has. And the Rink, as I heard, 40 damage. 1 French fry. 1 misplaced ketchup beam, and...
Very nice, Zeb skip.
Yep. Ooh, 102.
So chat, start thinking about it. We know where Mother Brain is. Oh, we know where the ship is. Where is your escape timer guess going to be? Mind you, this is hard tricky. This is going to be tighter than the medium normals that we've been seeing.
210. 210 for me. So this is about 9 charge shots. I think 9 charge shot kills with the supers they have. Let me think. I think 2 minutes. 2 minutes, actually. Just 2 minutes flat.
Yeah,
oh.
I'm guessing minute 50.
Ketchup coming
your
out
prediction
now.
ends up coming true.
Get a
There's
motherfucking
Dragon
cookie.
and Mother Brain on the same screen.
I hope. So there we go. Deciding to refill. Slightly faster than waiting for the refill to happen. I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the pause screen adds a lot more time. So good news, Brother Main now has various suit because Mother Brain gives you all the items.
Yep, Hyper Beam gives you everything. So, but there's also you also get a full HP refill. So yeah, look at that. That's some sludgy movement. But there's an elevator, Green Hill, Green Bridge Shaft is not that slow of a room. Oh, I think Fudge might have just been too slow. I think they're gonna have to go through
Big Pink.
Fudge messed up the grapple kill. Started the goop phase a little too early. But one more plasma shot. 150, wow. Nicely done.
Congrats to me and congrats to Gorehug.
So there we go. Dragon dead. On their way to Mother Brain when probably Brother Main finishes.
They'll probably finish out the seed.
They should. People always talk about that Ridley fight, but Mother Brain with no Varia We really have to be conscious about your health. As we saw with Brother Main. Is scary. Fumbling a bit of the movement.
Yep, we do need to go faster here. This is a more strict escape timer.
Yep. I'd say they'll have about 7 seconds, yeah, when they hit ship. I'm just making predictions for the fun of it.
Hey, so far they've been true.
Except the escape timer. So Main Street, and then up here is the Bryn Shaft, and they have to go all the way to the top of the elevator and then head right. And that ship. Oh no, we left Spazer behind. Whatever.
Not Spazer.
Whatever shall we do? If you have Wave, Spazer is completely useless and hard tricky. It does nothing new except for a little bit more damage. But with the ammo count they had, they were probably already gearing up for ammo seed. The fact that they found charges made it that much easier. There we go, impressive room. Oh, they actually got way more time than I thought.
Wow, nice morph into that hole.
Impressive.
Yep, they're already at the ship.
Wow. I thought with how badly that Ridley farm room went, I thought, okay, because usually I hit ship with about 20 to 25 seconds. But very nicely done. Escape timer might have just routed it to a completely different way, which is slower. But GG's to Brother Main and Sacre Jude. So here we have Fudge on their way grabbing ice to Mother Brain. Remember, they have to actually still make it through all that heat.
I'm sending out invites now as our players are on their way.
I see.
Why didn't that not done? Oh.
They might have just... I think they might have accidentally... it might have been an auto-slip letter that said .done, and they might have just pressed it and cancelled it. But there we go. There it popped up again.
All right, and we are being joined here by
Sacre Jude.
And Brother Main is sitting down and set up. He'll be joining us in just a moment. All right, and they're both in here. How you two doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Good game.
Thank you. It was tough.
Oh yeah, it was a terrible seed. Welcome, words. Welcome, Fudge. GG's.
Hello.
GG.
Should
What a
I
seed.
What a
should I
sludge
forfeit you?
seed.
Because you haven't forfeited in the race room yet.
Oh. Wait, why does it say I finished? Oh, because
Why
I
does it
stopped
say
my
that?
timer.
Oh,
I stopped my live split timer and it's connected to... There we go.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
There you go.
So, funny enough, most of the early parts of the seed, Fudge was, I'd say, a slight minute ahead. They found Grapple before doing everything around Everest, where Brother Main was actually doing Everest and then went down, where they found Red Tower, did all of that, then had to go Grapple. But then they almost immediately ran to Graph, and from that, they just got a lead, and it just kept growing and growing and growing.
dang.
But so they went down to the X near Spore Spawn, which turned out to be another super. But they entered Bryn that way and found their power bombs, while you went to Lava Dive. And I think both of you found power bombs both at 57 minutes. So even at that point,
58
technically...
for us.
Okay, so it's a little bit of like a half a minute-ish behind, but still...
How did they get to
Ooh.
Bryn from after Croc?
Lava Dive. Lava Dive turned out to have also a connector
Yeah.
to Brinstar.
That's...
Variusu is just
not
hiding
clear
in
Croc,
Torian.
though.
In Torian, so
That
it
must
could be
Powerbomb locked on the right hand of side of ship.
probably the power bomb lock, or it could, that has to be because it was behind power bombs. So that's major right there. In BT is then high jump.
Mhm.
What a seed!
Yeah, the
yeah,
city didn't want to give power bombs.
Oh yeah, it was
seed was
terrible.
nuts.
But also very nicely done on that first try, Ridley, Brother Main, and Fudge was
Thank
just
you.
getting scanned by the patterns. Just no pogos, all swoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got really lucky pogos.
You need a little bit of luck, but you also need the skill to actually profit from that luck.
True.
So you did manage to execute that correctly, but yeah, your lead just was already bigger from just faster. I think the route through Brinstar was just a little bit faster than Fudge had, but that Ridley fight just clearly put you way ahead. Because by the time you killed Dragon, I think at that point Fudge was on his way to Fantoon.
All right. I forgot where Fountain was. Mistake.
yeah.
Fantoon was Croc Speedway.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah.
It was
you
cross
died-
speedway
you
after
died
a
one-
save, and then only afterward do you find out that Dragon was next to the save. But
Yep.
then you would have to revert the Fantoon kill if you wanted to go back for that. It was kind of rude.
Right.
And everybody left X-ray behind, so no easy microwaves.
Yep.
True. I had to learn live how to do the right side grapple on Dragon because I never learned how
Luckily,
to do
that's the easier of the two.
Yeah,
Yep,
it seems so.
As long as you don't get the early goop, because then you get scammed.
Yep, that's what happened to Fudge.
Yep.
No, besides that, I feel like in the early game, up until the decision around the Everest situation, you guys were just neck and neck, just right on each other's heels, just doing the same decisions, just peeking the left door first and then going right, or going the right door first and then going left. But in the end, just both in Botswana E-Tank at the same time, spring ball jumping up, going through the wreck ship shaft, peeking different doors, but just neck and neck. But then around Everest, that's where the divergence mostly happened.
Which is that's crazy to me on a seed like this,
Yep.
with like as many paths to choose from and as many bad paths as there were. The fact, like I mean, I do feel like the decisions we made were all reasonable, but like that.
Yeah, I was saying that nobody made a wrong decision. It's just the other made a better decision.
Yep. Which, in hindsight, it's kind of crazy that like if you just go down Blue Hoppers and through Cathedral, which is out of logic on the health that we had, but if you just do that early, you can get a massive lead by just getting up Everest and finding gravity. Like the hell runs are pretty strict at that point, but you can do most of them, I think, on 2 tanks.
We actually did end up in Cathedral, but we just had not enough health to
Yeah.
Yeah, we
get
had to
through
turn
and
back.
back. So
Yeah,
we just
Fudge
turned
did the
back
same
on
thing.
the screw. We did it on 5 tanks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I think it was Fudge who was ahead at that point, just in New Bridges, running back and forth, farming up.
Mhm.
Which, at that point, you were slightly ahead simply because you had gravity, so you could just do everything around Everest without having to backtrack for it. But that was, I think, the biggest way how Brother Main closed the gap, and then once they got ahead, they just never let up. It is one of those seeds where you go back and look and you feel like, oh, that's why I completely lost it, and you feel terrible. But it was so close the early game. It was nuts to see you just neck and neck, just high-fiving each other constantly.
I think
It's
one of the
gonna be-
things that Brother did early and did correctly really early was reverting back to the seed loading screen. You guys did that a couple of times instead of relying on close by saves. I think that ended up working out in your favor, even though you lost items, you had more information early.
Yeah, the situation with the post-croc farm where I think Fudge was trying to get the spark up. Meanwhile, Brother Main at that point,
Yeah.
by the time you escaped that room, Brother Main had already reverted back to the start twice. Because indeed, the only thing you lost was the run to Plasma Spark, that distance, because that's where you needed to go in the seed. That's the only thing you lost, because you grabbed the supers right there.
Yeah, we were debating, like at the first time he was doing the sparks, he was trying to actually, we were considering going up to Botswana E-Tank, because you can do a cross-room jump into a horizontal spark to get to the item. So that was kind of the thought process of like, okay, well, let's see if we can get this, but the short charges
Yes.
weren't working out the way he wanted.
So that seemed really tight to get.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of those things where just like maybe we can do it. I'll try it once and
Even just
yeah,
getting the charge up rock farmer
Mm-hmm.
is pretty tough.
Yeah. Like yeah, we were saying like I don't know if this is actually possible, but it's worth a shot if we can get it quickly. It just did not go quickly.
Hmm.
Also, I just looked over the logic page, and the East Ocean was not logic at the time. With the items you
Yeah.
had.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
It wasn't
Yeah.
logic.
No,
before
I was
Rando.
thinking I was cooking up a really degenerate like spring ball space jump bounce, but I think that spring ball jump
Yeah.
might just be like a max height one.
Well, you can't
which-
spring ball jump into space jump.
No, but it was like you might have been able to get to the top right ledge, like the all the way to the right, and then from there you might just be able to break the water surface perfectly, and then space jump all the way left, very slowly bouncing on top of the water surface to get to the platform, and then space jump to the blue
Yeah.
door. But
I'm
that's
99%
that was
sure that just doesn't work. 'Cause,
no.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Nah,
the expert trick I know uses ice in space jump.
Yep.
So like you need the ice to get up to use space jump to get to the water. There's no other
Yep.
way.
I saw one in very hard as well that does the similar thing. Also, there's a really degenerate way with spring ball and speed and space jump, where you do a really weird spring ball jump from the scaffolding.
Do not speak to me of that strat. That one
It's
is ridiculous.
so I look at it and I feel
that
disgusted.
one's insane plus, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's very hard. Speedy spring ball
What?
bounce and space jump. It's hard. Yeah, it's very
it's
hard.
Space
sorry.
jump. Okay,
Yeah.
now I see what
So
you
you basically you do the spring ball bounce from like you do a mock ball into the water. You turn off on speed while you're mock balling, then you bounce from there to that floaty platform that drops if you stand on it too long, and from there you space jump to the door. And now that I've seen it, I will now forever go for it and lose time in runs.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
cursed by
gross.
knowledge.
There is one that works with just speed and spring ball, no space jump. That one is an insane plus, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I'm just very impressed with how. That was actually one thing I wanted to ask, Anita. Keeping your cool, because you find power bombs so late in the seed. Did any of you feel like you were super behind at that point?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, the plan we had was we think we had the screw attack out of logic, so we tried to find a way to make it matter.
Mm-hmm.
And, we kind of didn't, so
Yeah.
felt a little behind because of it.
No, screw attack was definitely, I think, what needed to get you across the hoppers to get grapple. I think that was what screw attack was for, just so that you
Maybe.
have the head, so you don't take the
Yeah.
what is it, 200 damage from the side hopper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, which Fudge knows a strat to get through that room damageless. It just wasn't working the couple times we tried it, and I just talked him out of going for it because I'm just like, this is out of logic, so let's not. And then
Right.
It ended up mattering.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a
Ooh.
few times indeed you
Damage in the
were
way.
have trying to go out of logic and either just got punished for it
Mm-hmm.
or just lost time on it, especially like that short charge.
Yep. The one out of logic we didn't do was the one that would have mattered.
Yep.
All right. With that was such a seed, guys. Thank you so much, FudgeFiddle and Brother Main, for making this tiebreaker race happen. Thank you to Words and Sacrijuice for being mentors in this race. Guys, you know what this means. One, we're finally done with round robin. Round robin is done. No more races in round
Yay.
robin. We are done. Also,
And now the
Mojo
matches
gets his computer
matter.
fixed.
we also have Brother Main officially going into the hard tricky section and FudgeFiddle going into the medium normal section. This is going to be pretty close because we have a bunch of good players down in medium normal that are going to be contending against each other. And then, brother, you're going to really have to show off your guts here against Mac Vanish and other people that definitely made it into hard tricky.
Yeah, you
Gonna
more
eat you
things like that.
alive.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Oh,
But yeah,
for
so
sure.
with the end of round robin, we're hoping to have brackets drawn up here in a couple of days. We're taking a whole week off of Super Metroid Map Rando Mentor Tournament, so you're not going to see any more races until the very earliest on the 28th of June. And then we'll try
Could you
not to
repeat
schedule
that?
any
'Cause,
races for holidays. Go ahead.
Could you repeat that? Sorry, because in my end you kind of roboted out, so
It
that
did,
might also
yeah.
have been on the
Go on,
stream.
Oh,
Everyone left.
June 28th is when we're hoping to pick things back up.
All right.
No races till then.
No races till then, but enough. Could we fit another tutorial Thursday in between?
Hmm.
That might be a good thing to ask. Maybe we'll do a tutorial Thursday on Hard Tricky to kind of get the
Yeah.
I
introduce
don't know that we can plan one with SpeedGaming. That might be something that we plan in the Discord with us, just as a like go to this person's stream for an unofficial tutorial Thursday.
We could definitely do an internal one, so to
Yeah,
speak.
but I
Yeah.
would say, I think we should try.
Yeah.
Niet geschoten is
I think
altijd
you're right.
mis, as they say here in the Netherlands. No, if
I understood that. I didn't.
But outside of that, so yeah, no races until the 28th. We are going to try to not have races on the holidays coming up because we know there's an American holiday coming up. But you never know. There could be races on holidays. We can't plan around everything.
We'll try not to, but yeah, we'll see.
Other than that, like I said, hopefully brackets going to get released here pretty soon. I just need to put in the people for the hard tricky bracket and put in the people for the medium normal bracket. And then we need to decide how to move people around, because the way we want to run medium normal is we want to get people who are of similar skill level in the very first bracket to face each other. Versus normally you have like the top seed versus the bottom seed, and we felt like that was a little unfair to have the top seed versus the bottom seed for a mentor tournament.
But we also don't want to do top seed versus top seed, because that's also just unfair. That's
I
punishing
think
people for doing well.
this is a good discussion to maybe have after the stream, because we don't have the
definitely.
SpeedGaming channel. I think I have a few ideas I can weigh in on that. So
Yeah.
let's just wrap this up.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Brother Main. Unfortunate commiserations to FudgeFiddle, but still very well played. That Sulas Ritke kill, I don't see a lot of people replicating, so big props to that. Thank you for Sakriju and Wordslayer for hopping into Mentor very last minute. Thank you for Coldslayer for tracking. Thank you, Sinif, for joining me on commentary. I would again say thank you for the organizers of the tournament, and I will see you next mission.
See you next mission.